Somebody told you the numbers were against you. And for once, somebody told you the truth. Black women get the fewest replies on every major dating app we have real data on. The fewest. While sending the most messages and answering back the most. So let me be straight with you. You are doing the most work in the entire building and getting the least credit for it. You are not crazy. You are not too much. You are not imagining it. The field is tilted. And I am not about to spend the next 8 minutes pretending it isn't. That would be an insult, and I do not insult my audience. But here is what nobody's selling you a course, a coaching program, or a level up challenge will tell you. Knowing the field is tilted is not the same as knowing what to do about it. And almost everything you have been told to do about it is quietly making it worse. I'm Khadijah. This is Love Smart. I am not here to hype you up, and I am not here to tear you down. I am here to make you the most clear-eyed woman in any room you walk into. Because clarity is the one advantage nobody can take from you, no matter how tilted the field gets. Let's get into it. I am giving you the hard part first, on purpose. Because when I tell you the good part later, I need you to know I did not lie to you just to make you feel better. The most cited dating data we have comes from OkCupid, and it found that when they looked at how people actually message, more than 8 out of 10 non-Black men showed a measurable bias against Black women. Not what they said in a survey, what their thumbs did. And the gap barely moved over the years that everybody got better at sounding open-minded. Your fingers are more honest than your mouth. And a whole lot of fingers have not been kind. It is not just the apps. As of the most recent census numbers, about 1/3 of Black women are married, the lowest share of any group. For context, the rate for Asian women is nearly double that. And here is the part the angry videos leave out. A big piece of this is just math. As Black women climbed, a lot of Black men did not climb with them. Of all the Black Americans walking around with a bachelor's degree or higher today, roughly 57% are women and 43% are men. So if you are a degreed Black woman looking for a degreed Black man who is single, ready, and actually interested, you are not failing. You are fishing in a pond somebody drained while you were in class getting that degree. And before the comments come for me, no, I am not bashing Black men. I am reading you the math. The math is the math. That is the truth. Sit in it for 1 second. Now watch what I do with it. Because right here is where the internet starts lying to you. You have heard the stat. 70% of Black women are unmarried. It gets posted under every video, every think piece, every podcast where a man with a ring light explains your own life to you. That number was real. The conclusion they built on top of it was trash, when researchers actually went and checked that 70% came from one tiny slice. Black women between 25 and 29. A snapshot of the youngest, busiest, least settled years of a woman's whole life. And by age 55, the share of Black women who had never married dropped to around 13%.
Read that again, slowly.
A photo of women in their 20s got turned into a prophecy about your entire existence. The number was not the lie. The story somebody wrapped around it was the lie. This is the thing I need you to carry out of here today. The data describes a market. It does not describe your destiny. And there is a whole economy of people who need you scared. Because a calm woman does not buy the course. So let me talk about the crowds. Because there are two of them. They are both loud, and they are both wrong about you specifically. Crowd number 1 says lower your standards. You're too picky. The clock is ticking. Take what you can get before the music stops. This crowd dresses up panic and calls it being practical. Crowd number 2 says the exact opposite. Never settle. He's not high value. Audit his finances. Count his past. Walk at the first red flag, the second, the third. This crowd dresses up fear and calls it having standards. Now look close. Both crowds are confident. And not one single person in either crowd has met the man you're actually talking to. They have never watched how he treats a waiter. They do not know if he texts back. They were not there. So here is the part. You cannot outsource a decision this personal to a comment section. The crowd does not love you. The crowd does not know you. The crowd will scroll past your wedding and your funeral with the same thumb. Following the crowd feels safe because if it all goes wrong, at least everybody was wrong together. But you are not dating everybody. You are dating one person. And misery loves company a whole lot more than it loves you. Now I have to talk about the part nobody wants to touch. What all of this is quietly doing to you on the inside. Researchers have a name for something a lot of you are carrying. They call it the superwoman schema. The pull to always be strong, to never look weak, to hold everybody else up, to swallow what you feel, and keep going. One researcher described women putting on armor every single morning before they even leave the house, bracing for a world they have learned will not be gentle with them. That armor is not a flaw. It is intelligent. It has kept you safe, kept you employed, kept you standing, when life did not give you the option to fall apart. But the studies are just as clear about the bill that armor charges. Holding it all in, never setting it down, carrying everyone else. That is linked to higher stress in the body and more depression, especially when money is tight on top of everything else. Strength that never gets to rest stops protecting you and starts wearing you down. And in love, it does something even crueler. You cannot be fully armored and fully known at the same time. If you never let anyone see the soft part, you will be admired, respected, depended on, and lonely in a room full of people who all think you are fine. The armor was never the problem. Forgetting that you are allowed to take it off, that is the problem. And if the weight is more than armor, if it is heavy in a way that does not lift, talk to somebody who is actually trained for it. That is not weakness either. That is maintenance. So here is what I am actually asking you to do. And it is the whole reason this channel exists. You have been handed everybody's data but your own. The app has data on you. The podcasters have averages on you. The comment section has opinions on you. The only data set in this entire world that is actually about you, your patterns, your real history, the things that keep happening, nobody has that one, including, if we are being honest, you, because you are running the whole thing on memory. And memory lies. Memory edits. Memory will protect the man who hurt you and forget the one who didn't. Your feelings are real, but your memory is not evidence, so write it down. Not a sweet little diary about how you felt that night. A record. Who he was. What actually happened. How you felt the next morning. Not in the moment when the chemistry was lying to your face. What you talked yourself out of noticing. What keeps showing up, person after person, in a pattern you cannot see when you're living it one date at a time. And here is where it all ties together. The page is the one place the armor comes off. Everything they told you to swallow has to go somewhere. Paper does not need you to be strong. Paper does not get tired of you. And after a few months, paper will show you something no man and no comment section ever could. It will show you the truth about your own choices. Paper is proof. Memory is a rumor. And proof is power. The only kind of power in this whole conversation that nobody can drain out of your pond. So let me leave you with this. The numbers about Black women are real, and they are about a market. You are not a market. You are one woman with one pattern, and that pattern is knowable. Stop reacting to averages that were never about you. Start reading your own record. Next time, I am going to show you exactly what to track. Because just journal is useless advice, and I am not in the business of useless advice. If this gave you one honest thought You did not have 8 minutes ago, subscribe, because that is the whole job here. Drop a comment and tell me the one piece of dating advice you took from a total stranger that you live to regret. And if you have a friend who is strong for everybody and soft for nobody, send her this. She is exactly who I made it for. I'm Khadijah. Love smart. I'll see you next time.